And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. Oh boy, what do I hear? I hear of echo big time. Where is the echo at today? About that. Nope, that doesn't do it. I bet that does it. Nope, that didn't do it. Hmm. Anyway, good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We is on the road here. We are. We're here again at Chick-fil-A where it's Mini Monday, where we've got chicken minis tonight from 5 till 7. The normal breakfast chicken minis will be ready to go tonight on the chicken minis, and that is good news if you're a chicken mini fan, to say the least. So anyway, that's where we are. It's what we're doing. It's all whopper jawed here this morning. So we got to figure this out. Can't live like this. So anyway, we're here. Let's get the national anthem rolling. We'll come back and we'll be visiting with Leslie. Also, Sean Witten joins us. Wesley's here today from Northeast Community Credit Union. We got the new football polls are out. We've got Major League Baseball ready to go. The playoffs start tomorrow. Randy's here to give us an update on that. So he is now our resident baseball guy on Mondays. He didn't know that, but he's our resident dude now. So he's a dude or a dudette. He wouldn't be a dudette. He's a dude. So anyway, national anthem. Here we go. Let's get them going. And who might do it today? Let's bring in the good folks, the Kingdom Heirs from Dollywood on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back, it is. I got it fixed, Jay. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hey, hey, hey. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. She's here. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing wonderful. Doing wonderful. Did you have a good weekend? I saw
We
you at the homecoming, the class of
1975, 50 years worth.
50-year anniversary class of 75. Had a pretty good representation.
Yep,
So-
we had about 50 people.
Yeah, that's
Ish.
awesome. So
Yeah.
it is Chicken Mini Monday here. We're here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton again tonight. And they do it every now and then, and tonight's the night. So they're selling chicken minis that you would normally get at breakfast. Chicken minis from 5 till 7 o'clock tonight. So there you go. All right, we got her here. We got Wesley here. Sean Witten's going to join us top of the hour talking Cyclone football. So here we go. What's going on at
All
Sycamore
right.
Shoals?
We got some exciting things happening in October. October, Death Comes to Sabine Hill. Everybody thinks that's really scary, but it's the death customs, the things that they did during a funeral and that type of thing. And you get the tour of the house at the same time. And that will be October 17th and 18th. And registration, you have to register, and it is open. I don't know how many slots are left, but $14 per person. So that one, they have slots at 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, and 8:30. The tour lasts about an hour. So.
And this is real popular.
Mm-hmm.
People
Oh yeah.
love this.
Oh yeah. It goes fast. So if you're interested in the nice tour of Sabine Hill and the customs they had back then, we have a professional mourner and a professional grave robber, you name it, in there. So yeah, you have
A
to come and find
professional
out.
mourner and a professional grave
You-
robber.
Yeah,
So
you have to come and find out what.
that's awesome. What are the dates again?
The 14th, no, 17th and 18th. Yeah. Yeah. And then after that, we've got Scary Stories at Fort Watauga, 7 p.m. Thursday night. Cost is free. It's family friendly, so if you've got kids, don't worry about bringing those. They'll be fine. You do have to bring your own seating and dress appropriately because it's outside in the fort.
There you go.
All right. Something I did, I had no clue until I looked at this paper. Apparently, you can spend the night in Sabine Hill. It's Sleeping with Death at Sabine Hill on October the 24th and 25th. It's 2 nights in a row. You're going to have to register. It costs $500. But you can spend the night in a historic home. I won't say if you're going to run into anything scary or not, but you might.
Sleeping with Death.
Death at
Sabine Hill.
At Sabine Hill.
On Friday, October 24th.
Yeah, get online. Here, it says stay overnight in a 200-year-old mansion. They will still have the funeral things up from the death at Sabine Hill. So there'll be a coffin in there as well as some other things. But you can stay overnight. It's going to be a traditional funeral wake. I don't know what. You have to bring your own mattress, sleeping bag, pillow, flashlight, and plenty of courage. You will need, that's what it says here, you will need to register for it, and pretty quick. There's only 13 slots. So
That'll go fast.
yeah, I guess.
We're talking to Leslie from Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop. She closed it down so she can come be with us. So we got show and tell today.
We got a little bit. I
Good.
brought just a little bit. We've got Christmas coming up. 87 days, did you say, Randy?
Yep.
87 days. These are made by a gentleman who used to work for State
Oh,
Park Systems.
I love these.
And he went into business for the state parks himself. They're three-dimensional
They are.
ornaments. And we've got them right now for $6.95 in the gift shop. These are brand new. We haven't marked them yet.
So that one shows the trees and
This one's a
fox.
fox
Yep.
in the woods, and this one's a deer.
This
and
one
the
shows the snowman,
snowman.
and the tree.
And then
this
we've
one
got the
shows
deer.
the deer,
The buck, actually.
the buck. And how much are these again?
Those are $6.95. Now we've got miniature ones of the same thing, and I don't know how
Ooh.
much they'll be. We just got these in, so we're getting ready
How
to
neat.
price them when we get the invoice for them.
Look at that.
And they're the
How
same
cute.
thing except miniature.
Little baby ornaments. So
Yeah.
how neat. These are available at the gift shop right now.
Yep.
Hello, Beverly Sansom. That's a new name.
Oh.
Thank you.
I know her.
Do you?
I do. All right. Now, this is the Watauga River. We sent in 4 pictures. This company came up with this rendering. Those are lapel pins, and people have been asking and asking and asking for lapel pins. So there you go. It says Sycamore Shoals on it. Those are the lapel pins. Those are the medallions, hiking stick medallions. So if you collect those go on your hiking sticks.
Awesome.
Then we have the shirts back in stock. We've got the blue or the berry.
Oh, I love these. Look at this. This is on the front. I love what's on the back. This is
It's
really,
the
really
same
nice.
picture of the Watauga River. Looking across at Meredith Valley Farms, but you don't see the farms in there. just the hills.
Here's one's kind of a
Berry color
berry. Same thing.
is
Okay.
what it's called. It's kind of a rose colored, I guess.
Great gift. That's a great
For
gift
Christmas,
right there.
yeah.
Absolutely. Price point on these are
$29.95.
$29.95. Yep. So all sizes.
All sizes up to, I don't know if we have 3 extra large, but we do have up to 2 extra large for sure.
In closing, how did the crossing go last week? It went
It
well.
went well. I didn't get to attend because I just had knee surgery, but had a lot of people participate and a lot of people watch.
There you go.
So, yep.
That's what you wanted. So, and that's what you got. Weather was perfect last week. It's going to be
Yes.
pretty good this week too. So, Hard to believe Monday, or rather Wednesday's October the 1st, but it is here. And so, as she said, the countdown to Christmas at 87 days. Coming up next, the guy's going to help you with fraud going into the holidays. Unfortunately, it's out there. Crazy people being really mean. But Wesley Murray from the credit union, who works in the fraud department, is going to give you some really smart tips when you're a member of the credit union, how they can help you, protect you, and take care of you.
So you have more money to spend in our gift shop.
That's it.
That's
a good way to look at it.
There you go. For
Thank
Christmas.
You, dear. That for Christmas.
Right.
Thank you, dear. I'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right. She's awesome. Randy will join us coming up here in a little while. But first, we'll take this break, and we'll come right back. We're going to be joined by our buddy. He's a good one, too, folks. He is Wesley Murray from the credit union on the Tom Taylor Sports. Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton, your Cowboy store, and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from, and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by, the big guy. I said, you getting taller? He said, I hope not. Seems like you is. He's just a big old strap. How big are you, by the way?
6'6".
Well, Tom, buddy, he's 6'6", so you would think he'd be a little taller than Leslie, who's probably 5'6". So there you go. So have a good weekend, I hope. Everything good?
Yeah.
Helping out with Hampton basketball. They got a big game Friday night. They'll go to Unaka, a good cross-county rivalry. Hampton's football team going pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, they're having a good season.
How many of those kids will transition to basketball?
I think
Several?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah, we had a couple go out late, so maybe 6 or 7. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we've got quite a few coming back.
Sean Witten joins us top of the hour talking Cyclone football, getting ready for the Granger Grizzlies, and talk about the big win, a costly win, but we'll talk about the big win on Friday night against the Northview Academy Cougars. They had 7. He's not going to touch on it, but I'm going to touch on it. I think they had 6 or 7 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Come on now. That ain't how you teach them. So I'm not sure what it was. I wasn't down on the field, but there was a bunch of them. I'm sure there was some trash. Had to be trash talking something, but 6 or 7 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, no excuse.
No.
I don't care who it is. Care what team it is. If it's Elizabethton, I would say no excuse. But anyway, that's what happened. We won, and so Cougars are back at Northview and Kodak. We're getting ready for the Granger Grizzlies, and we'll talk about that coming up. So we are, see what the countdown is. Randy said 87 days. I'm pretty sure he's right. But Christmas is right around the corner. Folks starting to do some holiday shopping. You work in the fraud department, so at Northeast Community Credit Union, see if I got it right. 86 days. 86 days till Christmas Eve. So there you go. Folks are always starting to do some shopping. So how can you protect us? First off, I've got to be a member at the credit union. It costs $5 to join, to get involved. BeMyCU.org is the website to go to. So how does Wesley and your staff protect us from fraud anytime, particularly going into the holidays? A lot of money being flowed, a lot of people out there being mobile, swiping that plastic at different stores, shopping, and it increases the chance for problems, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and especially online. We actually had one of my buddies this weekend call me, and he's got the mobile app. He has the card section set up on his mobile app. On the way to church, gets a notification that a Boost Mobile charge is being tried on his debit card for $800 some dollars. So he calls me. He knows that I work there, so he where he's got the mobile app and the card set up on his mobile app, he was able to turn off all of his debit cards. Unfortunately, the charge was already pending, so it is going to be able to go through, but no extra charges were able to go through once he turned that debit card off. And we come in, the fraud department come in first thing this morning and has already started the process on getting those funds back for that member.
There you go, folks. That's one of your buddies. So whether it's your buddy or not, I mean, it's happening to people out there all the time. And so how can you protect us? First off, how do we protect ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
What's some no-brainer things we should do? And then once it does happen, how do you help us?
Yeah, so the big thing is just, especially if you're swiping your card in person, tug on that machine a little bit. They're built good. They're high-quality machines. If somebody's got a skimmer on that machine that you tug on it, it's going to come off. Majority of those are at ATMs and gas stations, but they've also seen them, in grocery stores and places like that. Online, definitely just want to make sure that you're on a secure link. If you're on Amazon, make sure you're on Amazon. Don't click an external link that takes you to a fake website. And it's always good to have a credit card just as a backup option. Like I said, my buddy had to turn his debit cards off this weekend. Luckily, he has backup options to use until we could get back in the office and get him set up.
So which is the least, we're giving it on to Wesley from the Fraud Department, Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors, which is the least problematic? A debit card or a credit card?
So it's it's easier to get your funds back on a credit card, mainly because the credit card company's not paid that. The credit card company's paying that company for you, so they're going to be able to get those funds back no problem. Debit card, as soon as you swipe it, that money's gone.
Wow. So credit card's the better way to go than a debit card.
It is. Yeah, it's a little more secure. It helps you get your money back a little quicker, and you just close that credit card and get you a new credit card number. It's easier to switch all that back than it is on a debit card.
Less problematic to be in person or doing over the phone, a credit card, buying stuff for the holidays or whatever. Probably in person better.
In person, yeah, just because, like I said, you can tug on that card reader to make sure there's no skimmer. But unfortunately, there's no 100% way to guarantee that that swipe's not going to be the one to get your information stolen.
Wow. So what else you want to tell us today?
A lot of people have reoccurring charges set up on their debit card. I'm trying to convince more people to get that set up ACH through your account number and your routing number. That way, if something like this does happen with your debit cards, you don't have to you don't have to call the workout facility, the whatever you have your card on reoccurring, to update that new card information. And then also, if it's set up with your account number, we can do a stop payment on that. So if you're paying your insurance company through ACH and you change insurance companies, we can just put a stop payment on the old insurance company, so that way if they do try to keep pulling, then we can return those. If that's set up reoccurring on your debit card, we have to close that whole debit card down and get you a whole new number.
That's one of the advantages of joining the credit union, folks. You got guys like Wesley. Who else is in your department?
Regina Chambers, Jenny, and Jared.
Yep. Got 4 of them working all the time. Even if it's 10 o'clock at night, something goes wrong tonight, like your buddy on the way to church, middle of the morning, but it's 10 o'clock at night, something pops up, then you can go to work that night and help them out too, right?
Yeah, the mobile app's a really big feature in there is the card section. That notification, you can stop it just as soon as you see it. Turn your card off and prevent them from, we have limits set on the debit cards for that particular reason. So we get those limits set in place, and you can turn that card off, and it's good to go.
I'm glad he's there for us. You got to join the credit union. Costs $5 to get joined. So got 4 locations. You've got one in Roan Mountain. You got one on 19E. That's the temporary, although the permanent's being built. You got one on Oakland Avenue in Johnson City. I'm there all the time. And then you've got the main office right behind the school over at Jason Witten Way. So 4 places for them to go to work and help you out. The website is bemycu.org, and So it's here, 86 days till Christmas Eve, and so people are out there shopping, swiping the plastic, swiping the cards, both over the phone and in person. So, and unfortunately, this is, for as much as it's the happy season for us for Christmas, it's also can be a bad season for us because you have not very nice people out there trying to ruin your day, right?
Yeah. It's Christmas starting around this time is about the busiest time for us, unfortunately.
Because there's bad people doing bad things this time of year. So I'm glad you stopped by. Basketball practice starts when for Hampton?
I think November 3rd.
November 3rd?
3rd's the first official day.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
How many years you been coaching now?
This will be my 10th season.
10th season.
Yeah.
As on the coaching staff, Coach Smith and the Hampton Bulldogs. You guys dropped down a class this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're now down into single A, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So teams in the single A you'll be going up against are who?
Cloudland, Unaka, North Green, and University High.
At your league?
Yeah.
Yep. Got a new coach at University High. Coach Harden's now the coach. He'll do a good job. So it should be a pretty competitive conference.
Yeah, we've actually got really good coaches in our conference in single A. Aaron Duggar does a fantastic job at Unaka. He's got a lot of kids coming back with a lot of years of varsity experience. And then Cody McLean at Cloudland. I played high school with him. He played college ball, and he played under Coach Smith, so he's kind of got Coach Smith's outlook on basketball. So we've got some good coaches in single A.
Which is a pretty good outlook. Ned Smith can coach,
Yeah.
as you well know. Man, thanks for coming.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me.
This guy does such a great job. He's got a team of 4 now that's working, making sure it happens basically 24/7. So if you join, and when you join the credit union, or if you're already a member, you know that this gentleman's working for you. When something can go wrong with your credit card or your debit card, the fraud department is right there to help you out. Wish you didn't have to have a fraud department, but I'm glad there is one there to help out when something goes wrong. And so I can't wrap my arms around people who are out there knowingly and intentionally trying to destroy people.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. I always say if people worked as hard at a normal job as they do at scamming you, the world would be a lot better of a place.
Amen. Get you some lunch.
All right. Appreciate it.
Good man. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Randy's here. Major League Baseball, the playoffs start tomorrow. My Reds made the playoffs. The Mets choked. Pete Alonso simply said, "We choked." Soto said, "We choked." So it starts tomorrow. We'll take a look at who's playing who. None bigger, of course, for Randy, who's a Yankees fan. They got the Red Sox in the best of 3 starting tomorrow at Yankee Stadium. We'll talk about that next on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Sean Witten joins us top of the hour here on the Tom Daly Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Here's Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA, we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So, yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best. Let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Football. Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Randy's in it. Randy, it took
Unbelievable.
took him 12 years to get him on the show. Not really, but it did take him a while to convince him he could do this. And now he's here, and he's doing a great job. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, Tom, and yourself?
Yes.
Good weekend for you, I hope.
Yes, it was.
Good.
And so, man, oh, man, it's here.
It is here. This is what it's all about. They've been playing for, 6 months, it
6
seems
months,
like,
yep.
and now it's down to just the chosen few.
Hold on just a sec. There you go. What a nice guy.
They're taking care of you here.
Yeah, I just want a frosted cherry berry. I'm parched. It's Mini Monday, by the way. Don't forget. Let me show you again on the. Here you go. Mini Monday. Selling chicken minis tonight from 5 till 7. I'm here. Get me some chicken minis before I go do the ball game. We got Cyclone volleyball tonight. Cyclones and The Crockett Pioneers' final match of the regular season. Going to honor Abby Gwynn tonight. She got an award, earned an award, didn't get one, she earned it. And so we'll have that starting at 6:15, 6:30 first serve. Cyclones and Crockett, final match of the regular season. Hard to believe. Tournament starts for volleyball coming up real soon. So the Mets folded like a cheap beach chair.
I'm really upset about that, Tom, as you can tell.
Yeah. Being a Yankee guy, yep. Hello, Baker. How you doing, dear? Saw Baker yesterday. She looks like she walked out of a magazine. How you doing, Baker? You doing good? All right, so you've got the best of three starting tomorrow.
All in New York.
It's interesting. Detroit and Cleveland right back out of the American League Central.
Absolutely. I mean, they fought it out, a week and a half ago or a week ago for the first place. I think Cleveland swept that series, if I remember correctly.
They did.
Just to get up and tie. So, absolutely. That's an interesting one. Interdivision.
So Cleveland in the month of Randy did some great homework here. Cleveland in the month of September 18-7. Detroit on the flip side was 7-17.
Right.
Against playoff teams, Cleveland is 17-18. Detroit's 18-20. Wow, it's interesting. First round, Cleveland. Thank you, sir. Jay, you're the best. You are the best. Look at that. Frosted cherry berry.
Yeah, topped it off really
good. It's like
good.
a religious experience for me. So you look at what else? What other stats?
Well, you got
Detroit and Cleveland. You want to talk about
of the season series? Detroit did win the series. They won 8-5.
I see. Okay.
So even though it's in Cleveland, Cleveland plays well at home, plays very well at home, and Detroit doesn't play that well on the road. So you know who you got.
Best of three.
Best of three.
And they're all three in Cleveland,
they're
right?
They're all three in Cleveland.
Yep. So the first round, the wild card here we're talking about, the home team stays. There's not back and forth. The home team's got all three games at home. The second one will be the Padres and the Cubs. The Cubs in September, 14-11.
You talk about a toss-up.
San Diego, 14-11 in September. Chicago, Randy's numbers, Chicago against playoff teams, 19-23. And San Diego, 14-20. And they split in the regular season, right?
Split in the regular season, 3-3. But again, they're all in Chicago.
Yeah.
And Chicago does play well at home. San Diego, sort of about a 500 team or so. So you certainly have to like Chicago playing at home.
Like the Cubbies?
Like the Cubbies.
So you like the home teams, like the Cubs and the Guardians?
Well, I like the home teams except for the first one, except for the Yankees. And Yankees should win because they are playing at home. They're playing well. But it's Boston, and they've struggled.
You don't feel comfortable, do you?
Well, they've struggled with Boston this year. Now, I have a 5. I think they're actually 4-9 against Boston, and
so the Red Sox have a winning record against the Yankees.
Oh, absolutely!
Wow,
absolutely. I think they won 8 or 9 in a row.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they won 8 or 9 in a row, and I think the last series the Yankees finally broke it, and last two series they broke it, and that's where they picked up their wins.
So you've got the Red Sox and the Yankees tomorrow night. Max Fried against Garrett Crochet.
Great pitching matchup.
That's a great matchup.
I think probably the two leading contenders for Cy Young in the American League. You have Fried as Crochet, however, Tennessee boy. I should know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's 18-5 or something like that. So, and
that'll set the table for the series too.
Yeah, two of the best ERAs as well.
So that's so in chronological order tomorrow, 1:08, Detroit at Cleveland. At 3:08 tomorrow, the Padres and the Cubs in Wrigley. At 6:08 tomorrow night, the Red Sox, Yankees. And the last one, my Reds and the Mets went down to the final game. If the Mets win yesterday, they win it.
That's it.
They choked.
That's
they got beat by the Marlins. What, 4-0?
4-0.
I know you hate that.
I do.
A tear in his eye.
I'm beyond myself.
I
could barely get out of bed this morning, Tom.
But he was a brave bear and came to the show. God bless him. Thank you.
So Cincinnati getting in, that's the good news. The bad news, they're playing the Dodgers.
And they 6 games this season got beat 5-1 in the season.
That's right. Dodgers won the season series 5-1. They're excellent at home. Reds are, sort of again 500, a little bit under. Hey, like that. Rocky Top.
I like that. So the teams that are not going to play right out of the chute, they got to bye, will be Toronto, the Blue Jays, and Seattle.
Yeah.
and that's it. Everybody else is playing. So Toronto and Seattle get buys in the American League. In the National League, the Brewers and the Phillies get buys, so they don't have to play.
Yep, absolutely.
You
So
did some
it'll be a fun week. Just something
good stuff
interesting.
here. Great stuff. Let me read these. I want to give you props on this. Randy did this for the show, and I appreciate that. So the top hitting teams in the American League in the playoffs. The top hitting team, New York. Top pitching team, New York. Let me give you the top 5 hitting teams in this order. Yankees, Seattle, Detroit, Toronto, Boston, and Cleveland. The top pitching, Yankees, Toronto, Seattle, Cleveland, Detroit, Boston. You're a big baseball guy. What's your take on the old adage, good pitching will stop good hitting? You agree with that?
Well, Yankees are a perfect example of that. I mean, they're the best hitting team in baseball. Have the most home runs, scored the most runs, but good pitching will shut them down. It's either home run or nothing. They won't out hit you. They won't win out hitting you. They'll beat you out slugging you. So that's a perfect example.
In the National League, let me run those down for you. The number 1 hitting team in the National League going in the regular season, going into the playoffs, are the Dodgers. Then come the Cubs, the Phillies, the Reds, the Brewers, and San Diego. In the pitching category, Randy's compiled this. The Dodgers are the best pitching staff, even though they've been beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been a pitching staff decimated with injuries.
They have.
The Dodgers, the Phillies, the Brewers, the Padres, the Reds, and the Cubs in that order. I don't expect you to remember all this, but just to give you an idea. So, the number 1 hitting and pitching team in the National League are the Dodgers, and yet I'm not wild by
I'm with you.
I'm not wild by this team.
I'm not with you. Even though, I mean, they have the recent history of being able to make it all the way. So,
Which is what you got here. You want to tell us that real quick? American League last teams have been to the World Series. That's impressive.
This is interesting.
It is interesting.
New York, of course, they were in last year. They lost. Last win was 2009. Boston last in 2018, which they won. Cleveland, the last time they were in was 2016, but their last win was 1948.
Last time the Indians and now the Guardians won the World Series.
That's
48. Wow.
Detroit, last time they were in the World Series, 2012. Last win was 1984. Toronto, last time they were in the series, and it was back-to-back. They won back-to-back in 1992 and 93. And then there's poor Seattle.
They've never been to the World Series.
Have never been to the World Series.
Do you like this team? You like the Mariners rather?
I do. I like them a lot. Now, they don't have a good history when they do get into the playoffs, but I like them this year. The moves that they made at the trade deadline really helped them out a lot, and I think if I remember, I can't remember who it was, but one of the commentaries, talking head on ESPN, and they were 6 games behind at the time, said that Seattle would come back and win that division, and sure enough, they won it, sort of going away there at the end.
So the Yankees are there in 2024. We know that lost to the Dodgers. Boston was there in 2018. We're talking about the World Series. Cleveland 2016. Detroit 2012. Toronto's the last time they were in the big show was 1993. There's a lot of baseball between now and the World Series, but just to give you an idea.
Well,
and Seattle has never been there.
As either the Mariners, and remember who they were before? Pilots, never been to the World Series. No Seattle team's ever been to the World Series.
In the National League, the Dodgers, of course, won it. They're the defending World Series champs last year. Philly was there in 2022. Cubs were there in 2016 when they won it all. The Padres were in the World Series in 1998.
Oh, they've won it. They've been in it twice and lost both times.
The Padres? Mm-hmm. And then the Reds won it in 1990. It's the last time they were there. And then the Brewers won it, but not as the Brewers won as the Braves back in 57. So the Brewers technically have never won it while they've been in Milwaukee.
Okay. And who were they before?
The Braves?
No,
the Red Sox.
The Brewers. Who were they before? When they...
Washington? The Senators? No. Were? Is
Seattle.
that right?
They were the Pilots.
Oh, they really were?
Yeah.
Seattle Pilots.
So that franchise has never been to the World Series.
So the Pilots before the Pilots were the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yep.
Or the Braves. Or the Brewers.
Yep.
Or the Braves.
Well, the Braves are now, of course, Atlanta.
Yeah.
But that franchise, Seattle original franchise, the Pilots, who didn't go to the World Series, they, of course, went to Milwaukee, and of course the Brewers have never been to the World. So that franchise has never been to the World Series.
So, in closing here, the best of three. You like the Guardians?
I do.
You like the Cubs?
I do.
You like the Yankees? And you
I
like
do.
the Dodgers?
I do.
There you go. All
Well,
home teams.
All home teams. All 3 games are at home.
Yep. Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
That's right.
And then we switch gears and the bye teams get involved. That would be, as we said, the teams Toronto, Seattle, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia get involved.
Yep.
So there
Yep.
you go. Man, what a great report. Be back next Monday for
All
round,
right.
round
we'll do
2.
it. We'll get a little update and see if we're right.
Mr. Broccoli will be back next Monday for an update because at that point we'll be into the
5 games.
5 games, divisional series.
5 games.
Yep, the best of 5. First one's best of 3.
That's right.
Did you get lunch, by the way?
I did.
Great
Very
job.
good. Appreciate it.
Excellent job. Thank you, sir. He did his homework, you can tell. And I appreciate that very much because,
Got to have something to talk about.
and we do. That's some really good stats I can use all week. Thank you, Randy.
Yes, sir.
That'd be Leslie's better half. So there you go. Who does a good job too? She had to get back
She
to
does.
had to get back to the park. So see you next Monday.
All right.
Quick
We'll be
break.
here.
Sean Witten joins us coming up, talking Cyclone football on the Tom Taylor Sports. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church here in Elizabethton, and we wanted to let you know about a couple of special events we have at the church in our fall season. And of course, fall is my favorite time of the year. I love the mountains and the color and the leaves. But we want to invite you to our annual homecoming. That's Sunday morning, October the 12th, and that is a Sunday school hour at 10 o'clock. We'll have combined Sunday school and a special group singing. That's the Andrew Johnson family from out in Texas, and they'll be with us also in the 11 o'clock hour and a Bible message. Then following special Sunday school hour and then that morning service, we have dinner on the grounds, and that's always a wonderful time. And then the following Saturday, October the 18th, is our annual fall festival, and that's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And so we want to give you a personal invitation for you and your family, and we'd love to have you to either one of these days or any other day, and we'd love to see you soon.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks so much for being with us on this Monday. Again, it's Mini Monday, Chicken Mini Monday here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton only. Tonight from 5 till 7, you get the minis, which you normally get for breakfast. You can get them for dinner tonight, which I will, on the way to the Cyclone volleyball game, which we've got. Cyclones will take on Crockett, final volleyball match of the season. And we'll do that tonight beginning at 6:15 with the first serve at 6:30, honoring Abby Gwynn. Getting a big award. Jimmy says Brewers made it 1982. They lost to the Cardinals. He would be right. I forgot about that. And so we appreciate Randy bringing that info in nonetheless. But he is right. Milwaukee did play in 1982 in the World Series and lost to the Cardinals. So I'm not wild. This is me. I'm not wild, but I should be, but I'm not. So you ready? He's here. I'm glad he's here. They get him. Well, let's just get him on there. He's excited. What a great coaching job this man's doing, he and his staff. Oh, I'm going to brag on you. I'm bigger than you. I can do that. So let me get down there where I can get your name on the screen. Boom, there he is. So we're here again, talking Coach Witten. Good morning.
Morning, sir. How you doing?
Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming very much. And as I've said, been doing this a long time, and I can tell you, I won't name coaches, but he comes win or lose. Some coaches, when you're winning, they're standing on your toes, want to talk. If they lose, you can't find them. But this man will come win or lose. He always has something positive to say about his youngins, but In this case, we won the ball game the other night. Northview, big. That Keaton Phipps kid number 7, he was a stud, wasn't he? He was
Yeah,
hard to break down.
good team. A
I
lot of
thought
good
so, too.
going through the line, shaking their hands. Realized how strong and good-looking players they had. Right in that Pigeon Forge area there, Sevierville area, where they get a lot of players. It's open enrollment and things like that. And they've done a good job of battling us the last 3 years. And man, it was definitely a great challenge and good football team we went against. But
Absolutely.
two stud running backs for sure.
Absolutely. They could play it. And so Eddie and I were talking about it up there. I thought talent-wise, they right there with Westridge and Tennessee I. I mean, they were a good football team, and they're not out of the playoff hunt. Of course, we take the top 4, and so they got to battle it out right now. Us and Greenville are in first place. We'll talk about that in a moment. So let's go back to the game. You bragged on Braylon Brett here last week. Said
Yeah.
the kid's really coming. Well, he got him a touchdown pass, his first ever. Rhett laid it right on the numbers, and Britt got a big touchdown, get us started.
Big opportunity for us. We put in a couple plays for Braylon. Maximize the opportunities, and he's been working really hard. And when you block like you did against Cherokee, and then did a lot of great things, you try to reward those guys. And Braylon's got great opportunities. He's got great speed and great athleticism. We know that guys are going to key on Zach, and rightfully so. But had a good opportunity for him to be at the slot receiver and try to run a skinny post right down the middle and a reduced split. And, man, Rhett really dropped the dime and, created some space to buy him some time. And, man, that was a dandy. It was a big play for us, to score on that first drive.
Absolutely.
And you saw the celebration with the other guys on the team. Zach and Jack ran to the end zone. Justice took off running the end zone. Just – what it means to be a complete football team and to try to reward guys for being unsung heroes in previous games.
Walling gets a fumble recovery. We get the ball right back, and we go down, and Bowers makes it a 5th straight field goal, 30 yards out. We're 10-0 first quarter. We're off and running, and we think, well, we've set sail, but they come right back, take it right down the field, and Metcalf pounds it in from 4 yards out. They again, I'm sounding like a broken record. They can play football.
Yeah, good. Credit for them answering. That's why you want to see them respond, and got a big turnover and another opportunity for us to kind of to score short field position. They bowed their back there, and Will seems to kind of turn the corner. Is good for him. But McDuffie snapper and Calvin Reed hold. He had some phenomenal holds Friday as well. But they kind of answered, and we kind of, I don't know if we hit the relax button, what happens there, but they really put their best foot forward there and put a drive together.
Makes it 10-7. Then McDuffie comes back. He runs so hard. Over 100 yards rushing Friday night. It's been a while since we had a 100-yard rusher, and so he gets him a 22-yard run. Bowers point after 17-7. It's McDuffie's second touchdown run as a varsity player. He runs hard, doesn't he?
Yeah, McDuffie's really making the most of his opportunities. He's running extremely hard. He's seeing the field really well. That's what you kind of need. And then, the absence of Jaybird at the running back position and linebacker positions, Justice is playing the mic, CJ's playing the wheel. And we got to have guys fresh to ready to go. And in Friday's game, we only played with one safety based off the way that they ran the ball. We had to get more linebacker play there, so we played a little bit more of a 4-4 scheme, and McDuffie was that guy that was fresh and ready to go. And man, he's capitalized 2 weeks in a row of just making the most opportunity and waiting for his number to call, and he's dialed it up.
Will Bowers ends the first half scoring his 6th straight field goal, 22 yards out. Halftime, we lead at 20-7. Princess Russell gets crowned Cyclone Football Queen, which we thought was very nice. Then we get into the second half. Rhett gets a 2-yard run. Bowers point after 27-7. That's the end of the third quarter. Then we come back, and unfortunately, Rhett got hurt. Bryson Blevins had to walk in again. Here we go. Next man up.
Yeah.
Freshman quarterback gets put in. He's got to go. Whitehead's out. Slagle's hurt. Got to go, and he went. He dropped it. I mean, beautiful passes out.
Well, we felt, we ran it a couple times, and then we was still about 7 or 8 minutes left on the clock, and we knew they were going to load the line of scrimmage. We thought we had a good opportunity to put the ball down and play. We got a couple first downs, and they kind of loaded the line of scrimmage. And I said, hey, you know what? Let's take a shot right here and see if we can just put an exclamation on the game and put it out of reach. And we did that. That was a good ball, good touch. Great credit Zach going up and getting it, making a play for his cue. And It's a credit to our guys that they stay ready. We play very good, reps in JV football. They're meaningful reps, and we develop our guys, we work our guys, we coach all of our guys, and it's credit for Bryson to step in there and do his job and us protecting him. But that's a big moment. It's a big moment. Last week, McDuffie scored his first touchdown, in varsity football. Bryson getting in there and getting his feet wet. It's not a great opportunity there, but it's not easy. But that's why your number's called, and that's why you come to play football at Elizabethton High School, because every week is a big football game. And,
right.
That was a big-time opportunity for us to close the game out, solidify it, give ourselves a chance to a good breathing room, and he did that.
Braylon Britt's first touchdown, Bryson Bledsoe's first touchdown pass. Red's out. I think everybody knows he's going to be out for a while, which is very unfortunate. So you look, as a head coach, you've lost the J Train, but he should be back soon.
Yeah.
But you lost Whitehead, and now Slagle, your number 1, number 2 quarterback. I've been around here, 8 or 9 years now. I don't remember the injuries like this, and so. But again, as you said, we got to get ready for Granger, next man up.
Well, one, that's why we put it on the work that we do, and two, that's why it's a team sport. You sign up to play a team sport, you got to be committed through the process, and and it's why. Our program is all about developmental, and we know what we've got. It's our job to make the most of what we got. We work extremely hard at it, and from 9th grade to 12th grade. And, it's not easy. It's not easy to wait your turn and, sit through the process. And, the hardest part about sports is obviously injuries. You can't understand them. You can't, ask why things happen. If you're in this long enough like we have, and it's part of it,
Yep.
and then you don't know if we've been snake bit or what it may be this year, but it seems to get some of our older guys, and we've had a number of guys in and out of lineup. Nolan's missed 2 games, and then Legend missed a game, and
Lennox.
Lennox has missed a game, and then get guys back. So if that to say, we're a couple plays away from being 6-0 as well, and then
we are.
Science Hill got beat by a really good Jeff County team. We scrimmaged Jeff County, so it happens, and but we work with our guys and you preach it, but they got to be ready themselves. And Bryson's a guy that's done really well. He's trained to be a quarterback. That's why you go through the work. He's spent a lot of time in the summer preparing and working, and that's why our guys do a good job. It's not necessarily their part of the role, but that's why you team up with Rhett's done a good job of working with Bryson and trying to teach him the quarterback responsibilities and how you got to lead a football team, and so it's why you go through the process, and then JV games are important. Those live reps are important. And it's tough. It really is tough, and words can't put in describe. I mean, Red started 30 consecutive games in a row at Elizabethton High School. Most of the time, you don't see that, and so it's definitely a tough blow to our team, and it's not easy not finishing a game with your QB number 1. So you guys will step up, and we gotta next man up, and get ourselves ready for this week.
He went over 1,000 yards passing Friday night, so Red's out. I would think, from what I was told, probably if we get him back at all, it'll be late, deep into the playoffs. So, unfortunately, he's going to be gone, and so it is what it is, and we got to hate it for him because he's a senior. That's the part I hate. Him and Whitehead, those guys, this is their last go-round. So we strap it on. Our players of the game, by the way, last Friday night, William McDuffie. I went back with Rainwater. This guy's a warrior going both ways. I mean, look what happened last year. He's missed most of the season with a knee injury. Has battled back, leading our team on the line. He's Sauls. And we called Sammy Orsberg out the other night. So he's our player of the game, too. And number 11 had a big night.
Sammy's played really well. He's a outside linebacker. He's more of a pass cover guy on the perimeter. He played very well last week against Cherokee. Finally got some tackles and in on some action. He really set the tone for us last week. They tried to run 2 outside zone plays, a jet sweep. He forced it, made some plays. Mm-hmm. He's got some confidence going. Sammy is not the biggest linebacker, but, man, he plays really hard. he's really developed. He's taken the next step from a maturity level and from a physical standpoint. He's starting to understand a little bit. It's starting to click for him, and it's never too late. That's what we talk about there. Rainwater, 2 consecutive years in a row where his sophomore year he started on the IR with he broke his hand, his wrist, and then last year was playing really well and tore his ACL, and then now he's back for senior well. He's had to overcome 2 consecutive years where he's only got to play half the year. And it's great to see him. He brings the toughness to our team, the mentality, both sides of football. I mean, he's really laying his body on the line for the greater good. Duff is another guy that's maximized his opportunity. He's waited his turn, and he's kind of been down the line at some receiver and some running back, some safety, some linebacker. He's really stepped up for us, running really hard. So you're just proud of that. You're proud of guys sticking through it, unsung heroes we talk about. And that's why you continue playing. There's a lot of season left to play. There's 4 games with an open week, and then you got playoffs. We obviously know that classification 4A and Region 2 is really tough, and down the road there, Region 3 and Region 4 are tough. So, there's a lot of football left to play. There's a lot of, there's a word we use a lot in sports is complacency. You get better, you get worse. You don't ever stay the same. You got to identify the things that you do really well, and you got to identify your weaknesses, and you got to build those. And that's what we've tried to do. We've tried to fix our flaws. We've fixed our mistakes. We've identified the things we've got to grow up and mature from, and it's good to see. So just really, really proud of those guys. And each week you could call different names, and that's what you've been doing. And consistency is a big part of it. Consistency making your blocks, consistency being a team player, consistency doing your job, being a star in your role, and that's what those guys have done.
So, JV, tonight, Bryson has been our starting quarterback on JV. Do we use him tonight? We hold him back since he's a varsity guy?
He's gonna get some reps tonight. I mean, I don't think there's anything like live reps. We've got a good thing going on a JV. He's done really well and made some plays. I mean, we obviously got to be careful on some things that we do. And, myself, I go to the JV games and try to help those guys out. And, it's important for me, for the young guys, for me to see what they do and, growing up and things. I don't think there's anything like live reps. I mean, practice reps, can't, get you prepared, but there's nothing like being live bullets coming at you. And, Bryson's done a great job at that and then preparing the next guys there. But I just think you got to, it's Bryson's job to step in and do what he does well, and this offense is his now, and there's a confidence level, but I really think it comes back down to preparation. One of the things that I continue to say all year long, and preparation is our separator, and those are the things you got to do, and it's about getting comfortable with each other, the plays we want to do, and we got to do a good job protecting them and helping them. And, but he's got to understand that he's in charge now. He's a leader. He's the guy in command, and he's got to be a vocal leader in the huddle and at the line of scrimmage, and communication has got to be clear. And those are the things we've got to work on. And then big football game this week at Granger. And then, we got an open week with a fall break there to kind of, help ourselves continue to get better in some areas where we got to improve from. But there's some things that we've got to do to try to help him, but also, I think he's just got to be himself, and that's what he's done. He's worked really hard. He's gone to a lot of quarterback camps and worked really hard with Bryson Rollins in the summer. He's worked really hard toe to toe with Corey Russell and Rhett, for the first part of the season, and he's played really well in the JV games. We also obviously know that JV games aren't Friday night games, but he's elusive. He can make plays. He understands the offense. He's been in our system for a long time, and that's the reason why you come to a school like Elizabethton, to be on the big stage and opportunities, and he'll do well, and we'll have a great week of preparation. But I think there's nothing like live bullets. There's nothing like live reps. There's nothing like telling a safety, you got to back up. They want to get closer to the line of scrimmage, and I think they got to learn. But we got to be smart about some situations, and we'll get ourselves ready.
What's the scouting report on Granger?
Big football team. They've gotten better. They're a running football team, obviously, multiple formation team, a big, challenging game for us to go, another road game for us, far distance there. And then, things are going to be somewhat a little bit different, but, another great week of preparation for us. And opportunity to finish strong. I mean, we're playing lights out. It's been a challenging season, from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint, like we mentioned. But to be sitting here at 5-1 and the things that's happened to our season, adversity comes, when you least expect it. And we definitely have hit our share of adversity, and it's not been easy. And for us to be continue to battle, continue to play. We lost Riley Jones last week, and during the course of the game, lost Kyler McGovern. Next guy's got to step up. So that's why we work as hard as we do, and that's why we prepare for every guy on our team to make themselves ready.
So we'll go in with kind of like the walking wounded, but you know what? Come Friday night, it's the longest trip of the year. We need a big Cyclone Nation fan base, and we'll have it. But we'll walk in there, we'll get off the bus, and we'll be ready to go. We're the 7th-ranked team in the state right now. The polls come out later this week, so we'll be ready to go. On a personal note, 2 things. Number one, you were honored, as well you should, and grandmother was there. I thought that was awesome.
It was, big for my family, and big for her. She's always had some ups and downs the last year and a half, but to be able to get out and be there in person, meant a lot to me and a lot to her. And then, she's kind of been the rock of our family, and to be a coach's wife is not easy a lot of times, and and she's sat through many a Cyclone football games, and that's really what it's all about. So she's seen over almost 50 years of a Cyclone football.
Wow.
A first lady there, just being around and being involved. So for her to be there was a tremendous. I didn't know she was going to be there. It kind of put a lot of tears and emotions into you right before the game. And then just to have Ryan there, and Ryan's been a big supporter. He's definitely been an unsung hero in our programs of just being so unselfish, willing to help in every way possible. And then have your family. That's why you get up every day to do what you do, and you go to work to make them proud, and just to sustain success in a town like this, and in a community like this. I mean, dreams do come true, even in a place like Elizabethton. That's what it's all been about. So we're definitely a blessed family. Definitely, football has blessed us in unimaginable ways. And, it's awesome to carry on a great tradition and a great football culture of, bleed orange and black and Cyclone Nation. And, we've been blessed to have great opportunities and great facilities and great fan base that loves and cares about our football program and our kids. But definitely, comes down to the guys that lay it on the line for you each and every day and each and every season. And that's what's really most special. It's about the guys that put on that uniform, what they represent. It's bigger than themselves.
A guy that put on the uniform for the Cyclones and in Tennessee and the Cowboys, 82.
Yeah.
Big honor for the Whitten family, for Elizabethton. He's been nominated to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's obviously a chance to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's a number of great players and guys that have done a great legacies on that list. There's it goes all the way back to people that have not been selected yet. So there's a lot of good big names out there. There's a lot of big names moving next year to that, and to be able to have that opportunity in Canton, I mean, it's just God. I mean, that's like putting an exclamation mark on an outstanding career, and then so. We just keep our fingers crossed and, keep saying a lot of prayers, and, you get mixed votes, and, I think there's only like 80-some Hall of Fame votes that you actually kind of get, and there's a percentage you got to do, and there's some big names on there. Eli Manning for a second consecutive year. There's a lot of good ones in there. So, he just, it's, how blessed are you, just to be even mentioned in that conversation. There's only 300 and some Hall of Fame players in the Hall of Fame after, decades and decades of years of football, and there's some dandies in the National Football League, and to be considered one of the greatest, you can only imagine, and what a day that'll be.
Yep. Well, there's only one guy that they've named a humanitarian award of the National Football League. It's the Jason Witten Award. So when you get in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, you get a yellow jacket. Jason Witten's going to put on a yellow jacket.
Yeah.
You wait and see. You better get your tuck.
Yeah.
Get ready to go. You're going, Bubba. You're
Yeah.
going to get it.
Yeah, that'll be definitely be a road trip for
Absolutely.
Man, can't imagine.
See
Thanks,
you Friday
sir.
night,
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Appreciate that boy. Appreciate that young man right there. The winningest coach at 175. You missed it over the weekend. Jason did get nominated as one of the nominees. He's not in, but one of the nominees for the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, which is a really, needless to say, really big deal. Cyclones will travel to Granger on Friday. Bryson Blevins, now your quarterback, the freshman, next man up, ninth grader. He's prepared. He's ready to go. He threw one Friday night. Looked like a highlight film. Now, he's not very big. If you've seen Bryson Blevins, he's not very big in stature, but he's got a heart big as his room. So it's and the height don't mean a thing. Ask Doug Fleet, ask any of these guys that are Kyler Murray, any of these guys that aren't real tall that have been successful. And so height means absolutely nothing. He's well prepared, and so he'll take us down on Friday night. And kids have rallied around him. It's going to be good. So we're looking forward to going down there and battling the Grizzlies. We've never lost to the Granger Grizzlies, ever. We're 9-0, and so we'll have that to work with. But, we're going down beat up, banged up, so it's the walking wounded, but it is what it is. We strap it on and go, and so we'll do that. We'll take a look at college football coming up next, Top 25. It's buyout Monday. Every Monday somebody's mad you're ready to fire their coach. Well, one did get fired. Sam Pittman at Arkansas got canned yesterday. Interestingly enough, the guy that replaced him was the coach there before, ran into a scandal. They had to fire him because of his off-field behavior and conduct. We're talking about Bobby Petrino. So there has been a coaching change, or maybe more this week. There's still rumblings down in Gainesville. And, again, I don't come on the show advocating somebody lose their job, but it is a performance-based business, and apparently to the folks that can make that decision in Arkansas, it wasn't what he needed to do. So we'll see. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. My man's in the house. Look at him coming in. The big dog's in. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came in the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man.
Yeah.
And we found out we both play trumpet.
Cyclone volleyball tonight coming up at 6:15. We will do their final match of the regular season against the Crockett Lady Pioneers. Hope you'll join us. We'll go audio and video at 6:15 in John Treadway Gym, and then we'll tip it up. First serve, not tip it up, but first serve will be right around 6:30 tonight. So, hello, Lisa Brown. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. Brenda Grindstaff. Hello, Jimmy Stout. How you doing down in Atlanta, sir? Watching. Carl Wilson, Jordan Buck, Brenda Bennett, Vista Clark. You think of all the shows you could be watching in Atlanta. Jimmy watches our show. Cannot thank you enough, sir. Goodness, met your mom and dad the other day in Food City, and they're awful proud of Jimmy Stout. We are too. So, thank you, sir, for being with us. So, one of the most highly anticipated weekends in college football, Penn State, Oregon. Ducks did it in Penn State. Alabama did it in Georgia. Wow. Kirby Smart kicked the field goal. 4th down, going for it. Kick the field goal. But he didn't. Florida State got beat on the road. Arizona State gives TCU their first loss. Let's give you the top 25. It goes like this. Got some people upset because Alabama's moving up. Alabama's ahead of Tennessee. You go to Georgia and beat Georgia. Tennessee didn't beat Georgia. Hello. It's real simple. We're a better football team. Alabama went in and beat Georgia, and you go in and in overtime beat, I wouldn't say mediocre, but a Mississippi State team so the argument doesn't really flush with me. So Tennessee's better than the 15th. I don't know if Alabama's 10th, but Alabama got a bigger win. They beat Georgia in Georgia. Here's your top 10. Ohio State, Oregon, Miami, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Penn State, Indiana, Texas, and Alabama. LSU drops to 13th. They're overrated. They're not the team that everybody's – and they're showing that. But, again, it's a rugged SEC schedule, so I say that, but it can turn right around. It can flip this week. Got some big games we'll talk about. So, Oregon at number 2, Miami at number 3. They'll be in Tallahassee on Saturday. You got Ole Miss at number 4 in the country, Oklahoma 5th, Texas A&M 6th, Penn State 7th, Indiana 8th, Texas 9th, and Alabama number 10. Texas Tech 11, Georgia falls to 12th, LSU falls to 13th, Iowa State 14th, Tennessee stays right at 15th, off this week. Vanderbilt 16th, Georgia Tech 17th, Florida State 18th, Missouri 19th. Then you have Michigan, Notre Dame, rounding out the top 25. Michigan, Notre Dame, BYU, Virginia, and Arizona State. So there's your top 25. Here is the schedule for this week, and we'll get Marcus in here. And then we'll talk a little bit about Sam Pittman and the Bobby Petrino story. So it's interesting. All right, so Friday night, West Virginia goes to number 25 BYU in the top 25 game. Then on Saturday, your top 25 teams, number 22 Illinois at Purdue. Told you it'd come down there. They weren't number 10 in the top 10 of the country, and they're proving that, Illinois. 14th ranked Iowa State at Cincinnati. 12th ranked Georgia going to blister the Kentucky Wildcats in Athens. 20th ranked Michigan hosting Wisconsin. 7th ranked Penn State at UCLA. 21st ranked Notre Dame hosting Boise State. 9th ranked Texas will be in Florida. If Billy Napier wants his job, he better do something big against his team. And I guess you can. You're in Florida. It's going to be an afternoon game. 24th ranked Virginia at Louisville. Top 25, 16th ranked Vanderbilt, at 10th ranked Alabama. Crimson Tide getting it together, folks. Whether you like to hear that or not, they're getting it together. 5th ranked, they'll see Tennessee in a couple of weeks in Tuscaloosa. 5th ranked Oklahoma hosting Kent State, checkbook game. 11th ranked Texas Tech at Houston. Number 3, Miami of Florida at number 18, Florida State. Top ranked Ohio State hosting Minnesota, and number 6, Texas A&M playing Mississippi State, which is not a bad football team. So that's your top 25, getting Tennessee off this week. So the top 25 head-to-heads, number 3, Miami at number 18, Florida State. At number 16, Vanderbilt. At number 10, Alabama. That's your top 25 matchups in Tennessee off this week. We'll have Arkansas with their new coach, Bobby Petrino, coming in next Saturday at Neyland Stadium. Quick break. We'll be right back. Marcus Seacrest, a West Virginia Mountaineer fan and also assistant pastor at Pleasant Beach, talking about what's coming up. Homecoming and Fall Festival. He'll talk about that, and then we'll take a look at some more Major League Baseball. And we got some high school football to tell you about. We have volleyball tonight, the final regular season match. The Cyclones hosting the Lady Pioneers of Crockett. 6:15 airtime. First serve at 6:30. Final one, they're going to honor Abby Gwynn, who got her 1,000th assist before the match, which is awesome. Tomorrow night, we've got Milligan Bluefield University volleyball. Thursday, we've got Tia Duggar, again, playing at Greenville on Thursday. Varsity only. Still don't know if we're going to have a camera on that one yet. I haven't been told. And then Friday night, we'll truck down to Granger with the Grizzlies. Cyclones number 7 in the state. Polls come out tomorrow. We'll know then. We're at least at number 7. I can't imagine we're dropping at 5-1 and a play here and play there being 6-0. But 5-1 and on the road to Granger on Friday night, our longest trip of the season. Then we're off a week. Then we're home for 2 and finish things up in Greenville. Quick break. We'll be right back. Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2,369 on an absolute gorgeous Chamber of Commerce Monday. Here it is. Chicken minis tonight, folks, for dinner. Come get them right here. From 5 till 7, mini Mondays. Come in here and load up. Chicken minis. Love it. That's what I'm getting for dinner on my way to the volleyball match. Yeah. Mini Monday here at Chick-fil-A. We'll take a break. He's here. He joins us next. Big Daddy's in the house. The Hammer. The Deer Slayer. Marcus Seacrest next. Hello, Big Daddy Dale Hammett. Our Reds are in, buddy. Got the Dodgers tomorrow. Whew. They ain't going to be easy. We played them 6 times and lost 5 out of the 6, but that was in. This is now 3 games. Tomorrow, the Guardians and the Tigers. Tomorrow, the Red Sox and the Yankees. Tomorrow, you've got the Padres and the Cubs. Tomorrow, you got the Dodgers and the Reds. Game 1 of a best of 3. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to decide it. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this from Brummett Sports. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by, the bearded one. He can sing, he can preach, he can hunt. When's hunting season?
Well, opening day was Saturday, but I didn't go.
Didn't go?
No.
That's bow and arrow?
That's bow, yeah.
You do both? You do bow and gun?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. See, he says it. Oh, yeah, Tom.
But I'll get to West Virginia and hunt in a couple of weeks. So.
That's you going up there then?
Yeah, yeah.
That's gun or bow?
Bow.
When's gun start? November?
Week of Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's 2 times in West Virginia they actually call off school. It's a true story.
Yes.
They shut school down and go deer hunting.
That's right.
I'm not lying, am I?
No, you're not lying. That's
no,
true.
They shut her down to go deer hunting.
Shut her down.
And then, usually back in the day, my brother was a coal miner back in the day. The first 2 weeks in July, they shut down everything. Everybody went to the beach. It was like West Virginia South. Everybody went, all the miners went to because the first 2 weeks of July, they shut all the mines down. Or they used to, coal mines. But they really do call off school so everybody can go deer hunting. It's only in West Virginia. He and I are hillbillies. So he also is the assistant pastor at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Do we want to talk about your beloved Mountaineer football team or just let that go?
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Wow, they go to BYU this week. 25th ranked Cougars will host the Mountaineers. So Rich Rodriguez is supposed to come by and get everything turned around and make, it was kind of I wouldn't say it was a dumpster fire that he inherited, but it needed some help. And so is he going to get it turned around or not, do you think?
Well, I don't know. All these schools, if you mess up, if you make one mistake, they give you the boot.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think he's got to give him a chance to rebuild it. Just like when he came the first time, it took a couple years to rebuild. So
every single Monday I come to this show, they're trying to get rid of somebody. First week is DeBoer at Alabama, then Billy Napier at Florida. They're after Kelly. They're mad at him down at LSU because he got beat. They're mad at Dabo. They call him Dumbo now because he lost. But he's got a $60 million buyout. He ain't going anywhere unless it's get Mark Fowler money and just write this check for $60 million.
They could buy me out for $60 million
That's
any
it.
day of the week.
That's it. We're going to the house. We're going to go hunting.
We're going to go do something.
We're going hunting. It'll be the Taylor Seacrest Morning Show. You pay me $60 million and get me off here, and we'll go do something else. Seriously, Sweeney's his buyout $60 million. He ain't going anywhere. So over the weekend, Pittman gets fired down at Arkansas. They were mad at him because he got blown out by Notre Dame. The guy lost 39 players to the transfer portal. 39 players. So he's picking up the pieces, and they got drilled by Notre Dame. The interesting part about all this is the guy that got fired, the guy that replaced him with is Bobby Petrino, who was the coach at Arkansas, was very successful, but he had an off-field misconduct, had an affair with somebody in his athletic department. They had to let him go. They've hired him back. He's got another chance. He got redemption, as we all get, because the Lord died, of course, on the cross. So now he's back into a process. They've named him the interim coach, and the athletic director, Juracek, said if he does good, we'll just keep him. So it's funny how things come back around. But
sure.
So Arkansas's got Tennessee. They'll come to Tennessee next Saturday. Balls are off this week. And so, it's a crazy, wacky world in college sports, but it is what it is. It's not going to change. Transfer portal's changing everything, the name, image, and likeness. I have a hard time watching these games on Saturday knowing those guys are making millions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's college football. It's like, okay, there's old Marcus Seacrest out there knocking down a couple mil, running or kicking or throwing the ball. But it is what it is. I guess it's the nature of the beast. So the question is, can West Virginia get it turned around? You think they will or not?
I don't know. They got some tough schedules left. Texas Tech, I think. Which is
you got the Red Raiders still.
Yeah, still a high-ranked team.
They played Baylor.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Let's check and see. Well, I'm looking up their schedule. Tell us.
They're such a disappointment. I don't even really follow them that much.
Bless his heart. It's pitiful. So,
just like Saturday. I mean, Saturday was Tennessee got away by the skin of their teeth. So.
Yes, they did. I was where they were all celebrating, screaming, and hollering. And of course, London, my granddaughter said, "Granddad, it's Mississippi State." I said, "I understand." So, all right, they got Central Florida. They go to Central Florida. Mountaineers do. They come back home for Texas Christian. Wow. Then they go to Houston. They come back home for Dion and the boys, Colorado. Then they wrap up things, or no, don't wrap it up. Then they go to Arizona State, 25th in the country. Then they come back home to wrap things up with Texas Tech, 11th ranked team in the country. So left on their schedule for the Mountaineers, BYU this week, they're 23rd. Then they go to Central Florida. They come on for TCU, has been ranked. They got knocked off last week. So, just picked up more eggnog for shakes. Way to go, Baker. You're in my will. TCU will be coming to Morgantown. West Virginia goes to Houston. Colorado comes to Morgantown. Then they'll go to Arizona State, come back home for Texas Tech. Whew.
If they finish 500, it'll be a miracle.
Absolutely. If they become bowl eligible, it'll be a miracle. What is their record right now? Do you know?
I think they're 2-2, maybe.
Oh, let's look it up real quick too. Let's see here. What is their record? The Mounties. I don't know. I'll have to look it up here. West Virginia football schedule. It just picks up with this week. So here we go. So what we got. We open things up. Robert Morris. No, that was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3.
2-3.
2-3. The Mounties. They gotta get 4 wins out of that murderer's row I just told you to be bowl eligible. So maybe next year. Maybe. All right, it's homecoming coming up on the 12th.
Yes.
That would be fried chicken, tater salad, nanner pudding.
Oh yeah, all the good
Oh,
stuff.
baby, can't wait. And they can
Ribs. I think somebody's gonna make some ribs.
Oh, the ladies at Pleasant Beach
Yeah. Oh man.
can flat wear it out. I mean, they bring in some food, and I walk out there bloated,
Oh, it's
swelled up like a tick. So,
it's a feast. It's a feast.
and it's going to be music that day too. Tell us about that.
Music, Andrew Johnson family. They're based out of Texas, and they've been with us before. But they, a man and his wife, and I think they have 4 children, and some of them are teenagers, and I think the youngest is maybe 10 years old or something. But just really great worship music, and they'll be with us all day. No night service, of course, but they'll be with us during the 10 o'clock hour, and then back at the 11 o'clock hour, and we'll have preaching and have some good food, fellowship, dinner on the grounds. So it'll be a great time.
We'll have preaching, and we'll have grubbing. We'll be grubbing out back here in the Bobby
Yes.
Stout
Yes. In
Family
Heritage Center there.
Family Heritage Center. Yep.
Yes.
I love it. So did I say it
Lord's-
right? Bobby Stout Family Heritage Center. Or is it
just Heritage Center. Bobby Stout
Bobby Stout Heritage
Center.
Center.
Yes.
So late.
The Lord's been
Pastor Stout.
blessing these last few weeks. It's
Oh,
been
Yeah,
it's
unbelievable.
been great. Yeah. People saved and
Yep.
good things take place.
Which is that's the key.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Then, the following Saturday is Fall Festival. Steve was talking yesterday about how many he's got pallets. He's making them as a maze. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so they put together a big pallet maze this past Saturday, and it's kind of gets bigger and better every year, and they're doing a great job at that. And then the Fall Festival will be October the 18th from 4 to 7 p.m. And there'll be inflatables, food trucks, games, all kinds of stuff out there. The Bluegrass Group will be playing music one session, so that's Daniel Grindstaff and some of our guys at our church, and so we'll have a big time.
Daniel goes to our church, got the #1 bluegrass song in the country for the 3rd time, I think.
I think we had close to, I know it was over 600, maybe close to 600 to 800 come through last year. So we're looking for a big turnout again this year.
Here's the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on a cross, unashamedly do that, by the way. Colossians 2:16 and 17 says, "For by him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things were created by him and for him. Whew. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together." Thought about that driving over here. Let me finish what I said. And I said, he is the King of kings, the Lord of lords. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He loves us so much, he went up on the cross and in our place died for the sins we should have died for. Our sins. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for loving us that much. So
Amen.
you go back and you look, and I read this someplace where the way the earth rotates, if it just goes just to the, just go the width of this computer screen, off balance, everything goes bananas. So in him, he holds all things
He
together.
holds it all together. It's all in his hands.
The
Even
surf,
if I heard the preacher say, even if it all falls apart,
it's still in his hands.
it's still in his hands.
Yeah.
It's a good.
He's got the whole world in his hands. But think about it. We're sitting up here in East Tennessee, high tide, low tide, 24/7, 365, going in, going out, going in, going out. And if the sun, the earth comes off just a smidge on the rotation, if it slows down the way it rotates, all the things that we just assume are going to be there because he holds all things together.
Right.
What did you preach on last time, by the way, when you were up there? You shucked it. He always shucks it, but you remember?
I don't remember.
I know it was good.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Every time he gets up there, it's
been
good.
about the in Exodus. Maybe that's when
It was?
Yeah, about the blood on the door.
Blood on the door.
All that. Yeah. The lamb.
The lamb.
Yeah.
That was
I think
good.
that's what it was. Yeah.
So, West Virginia boy, now he's a Tennessee transplant. But he still bleeds blue and gold. Let's face it, that's home. It's the same with me. Except I bleed green and white. So, that team up there in Morgantown, nah.
Yeah.
It's the Talib.
And we do have to admit, Country Roads is still the greatest state theme song, right?
And no question.
There's no doubt about it.
Anytime I hear it, I stand up and put my hand across my heart and tear up.
That's right.
I was at a
When I
baseball.
go through that second tunnel, we sing it as we go through that second tunnel.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, which is interesting because the Blue Ridge Mountains are not in West Virginia, nor is the Shenandoah River.
Shenandoah River.
John Denver was a little whacked out when he wrote that song, but it's a great song, but it's geographically incorrect. We're not, the Shenandoah River and the Blue Ridge Mountains are not in West Virginia.
No.
Almost heaven, so good. So you're getting ready to go back up and go hunting. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Bow hunting. So
Bow hunt.
I've never bow hunted. So can you hit the Zaxby sign over there with a bow, with your arrow?
With a crossbow, I could.
Could you really?
I have a crossbow. Yeah, it'll shoot up to 100 yards.
100 yards, right on
It
spot.
shoots about a little over 400 feet per second. So it'll.
Man, oh
laser
man.
in. I wouldn't shoot a deer that far though.
No. So you get up in a tree stand for bow hunting too? It's interesting. So anyway, he came by to tell us about homecoming, about West Virginia football. Didn't last very long on that, and the fall festival. It's free. Fall festival is free.
Free event.
Come.
The only thing would be pay for the food trucks or whatever you want to buy at the food trucks, but
everything
the event
else
itself
is free.
Yeah.
Yep. Big crowd. And coming up in 2 weeks from Sun. Is that right? Yeah, 2 weeks from Saturday. It'll be the 4th. It'll be the 18th, the homecoming.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, the fall festival.
Fall festival, yeah.
Homecoming's on the 12th.
Homecoming's on the 12th, fall festival the 18th.
Yeah. So
yeah.
The Seacrest family sings. So he's got Levi. Tell them the rest of them.
Levi's the oldest, then Micah.
Micah.
And then Laney.
Right.
And Wesley. And Olivia's the baby.
Yeah. And then his wife can sing the phone book and I'd listen. Oh, I've already asked her. I've already put in a request. She rolled her eyes and said, "Oh, holy night." She can sing like Sandy Patty can sing it. So
she can sing that one. Yeah,
oh,
for sure,
she can bring it down. And she said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I'm putting in a request." I said, "Either you do it, or I'm going to go tell Greg, our choir guy, I want to hear it."
You're going to tell him. Yeah.
I'm going to push him. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to push it till I hear "Oh, holy night." She's like, "Okay, all right." So I gave her another song not too long ago. Babby Mason sang "Rise" off the Gaither video.
That's a good one.
Oh,
that's
my
a good
gosh. I said, "Kelly, honey, you could tear that thing up if you sing that. If you sung it before, you said."
She's got another Babby Mason song that she sang before.
She told me that,
so,
yeah. She's so modest. She said, "Yeah, I've sung Babby Mason before, just so modest, opposites attract." So, because he's ever talked about West Virginia football. But she is, she's an incredibly talented young lady. She can sing and play the piano.
Yes.
You outpunted your coverage, sir. I don't know how you got her, but
Guarantee it.
she's a jewel, I'm telling you. And they're a great family. We're lucky to have them. We're tickled they're here. So anything you want to leave us with today? Anything on your mind? What do you think about Charlie Kirk? What's your take on Charlie Kirk? What's your thoughts on that man?
Well, I mean, obviously he was a great young man that was taking a stand for truth, for liberty, for Christ. I mean, he shared the gospel at every event that he went to. I mean, I think it's a the Bible says it's a spiritual warfare, and I believe that's what it was. I think it was a demonic attack, and I said this to someone. They didn't kill him for what he said. Everybody talks about free speech. They didn't kill him for what he said. I said they killed him because people listened. Yeah, it was because people listened to him, and he made a difference. Yeah. If he wasn't making a difference, nobody cares. But he was turning the tide of young people, of this whatever generation is Gen Z or whatever we're in. He was turning the tide and getting them out of this indoctrination of these universities that they're in, and just using simple logic and reason and the truth of the scriptures, and really making a big difference.
Which I think is going out the window. I think logic and common sense in our society ain't what it used to be. I can tell you that. Yeah. So, but
well, I was talking with Greg today. Some people eat up with stupid today.
They are ate up with stupid. They are. They ate up with stupid. They've drank the Kool-Aid, the stupid Kool-Aid. They have. They really have. So, but you and I we're from West Virginia. We're smart. So
right. If I could be like us, it'd be a better world.
That's it. We're so bright. Our daddies called us son. So there you go.
That's right. That's right.
Get you some lunch. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's awesome.
Anytime.
Yep. We're going to take a break. We'll take a look at some high school, and again, Major League Baseball. The playoffs start tomorrow. We may get old Doug. He's sitting over there. I think he wants to be on. We'll get him next on the Tom Dillon Sports.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's run down. By the way, thank you. You want to show? So, he just brought me some new. Be in touch. Doug's got to go. We got to give you some baseball. Again, game 1 tomorrow, the Tigers and Guardians at 1:08 in the best of 3. Game number 1, the Padres and the Cubs at Wrigley at 3:08 tomorrow. Red Sox Yankees at 6:08 tomorrow night, and the Dodgers and the Reds tomorrow night at 9:08. Again, 3 of those on ESPN. The Padres and Cubs they'll have that one on ABC. So the best of 3, all 3 games will be in Cleveland, the Cubs at Wrigley, Yankee Stadium, and Dodger Stadium. So if they win, they keep trucking on to the next round. Let's run down some high school football for this week. Who plays where? You have Johnson County going across the state line to battle in Abington, Virginia. Chuck U. Doak hosting Claiborne. Cloudland will be at Cosby. But tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow we're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit. Can't wait to go to Phil's. Cog County Cog County hosting Sevier County on Friday night. Cloudland will be hosting Cosby. South Green travels to Cumberland Gap. Jefferson County, after whipping up on Science Hill, will be at DB this week at J. Fred on Friday night. Cherokee travels to Greenville. Happy Valley will be home to Hancock County. North Green at Jellicoe. You have Science Hill, Morristown East Thursday night. Westridge will be at Morristown West. You have also this Friday night, Volunteer travels to Northview Academy to battle the Cougars, who we just saw. Seymour at Sullivan East. Crockett will travel to Tennessee High to play at the Stone Castle. Hampton will go up Stony Creek to battle Unaka. And West Green hosting Gatlinburg-Pittman. That's your games. We've got volleyball tonight. Again, we've got Elizabethton and Crockett, the final volleyball match of the regular season. Hard to believe the tournament's going to be here next week. And so we have that tonight. Then we have tomorrow night Milligan volleyball against Bluefield University. Thursday we have Tia Duggar football taking on Greenville down at Greenville. Middle school football. And then Friday night we'll go to Granger to battle the Grizzlies for Elizabethton, who is 7th in the state. The rankings will come out later today, tomorrow morning, to find out how we are statewide. We're still 7th or if we move up. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at the National Football League after this, after one of our great sponsors. Good folks at Weight Loss Success on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live with show number 2,369. We're here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, where it's Mini Monday. Coming up tonight, there it is. From 5 till 7, we're selling, they do it ever so often, the chicken minis you get on breakfast menu. It's the only time you can get it. Well, tonight, from 5 till 7, you can come here and get your chicken minis. Tonight only, here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton from 5 till 7.
Our success is your success.
We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools in Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live here again. Let's run down NASCAR yesterday. Chase Elliott punches his ticket to the next round as he wins yesterday in Kansas. So Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney are in. So 2 are in to move on to the next round. The next race this weekend in Charlotte, the Charlotte Roval 400, which is a cutoff race. So it'll be down to 8 after this coming Sunday. Right now you got 2 in and 6 to be decided. Here are the folks still there. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, and Joey Logano are above the cut. Outside the top 8 right now would be Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Austin Cindric. So they'll race this week in Charlotte, the Roval, the road course. Then we'll cut it down to the final 8. Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville to get down to the final 4. So there you go. That's what's going on there. NFL football. You've got the doubleheader tonight, and then you have, which would be the Jets in Miami, the Bengals in Denver. That's the Monday Night Football games tonight. Jets in Miami, which should be a yawner, and the Bengals in Denver, which could be a pretty entertaining game. They start the next week on Thursday, a good one. San Francisco and L.A. and the Rams, both 3-1, will play in L.A. on Thursday night. Also this Sunday, Minnesota, the Vikings in Cleveland. Dallas, after going a 40-40 tie with the Packers last night in overtime. Cowboys, the 1-2-1, will be in New York to battle the Jets. Philadelphia, 4-0, hosting Denver. Houston and Baltimore, both are 1-3. The Raiders, how do you lose that game? They lost it 25-24 on a blocked field goal. Raiders will be in Indianapolis to battle the Colts. who are 3-1. The Giants will be in New Orleans on Sunday. Miami will be in Carolina to battle the Panthers. Good one. Tampa Bay, the Bucks will be in Seattle to battle the Seahawks, both 3-1. Tennessee at 0-4, not going anywhere fast, will be at Arizona, who's 2-2. Detroit will be in Cincinnati on Sunday. Washington will be in LA to battle the Chargers on Sunday. On Sunday night, New England 2-2 at Buffalo 4-0. The next Monday night, the Chiefs will be in Jacksonville. The Jags are a quiet 3-1. The Chiefs are 2-2. That's what you got going on there. So that's a look. Shauna Lane's in the house. Our little buddy Lane. Look at her. That'd be Reba's mama. So anyway, that's what's going on in the National Football League. So you got 2 tonight. What did I say? The Jets in Miami. Phew. And Cincinnati and Denver to battle the Broncos. We will be in John Treadway Gym tonight. Cyclones and Crockett ready to bring it to you. That'll be the final regular season volleyball match, the Cyclones and the Lady Pioneers. Tomorrow night we've got volleyball, Milligan and Bluefield University at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse at 6:20 tomorrow night. Thursday, T. Duggar football at Greenville. Burley Stadium, the Cyclones have won the regular season championship. They're going down and try and beat Greenville for the first time ever at Burley Stadium. They never won at Burley. We'll see if we can do that on Thursday night, varsity only. And then Friday night, we'll travel to Granger, the Cyclones and the Granger Grizzlies. Big thanks to our guest today, Wesley Murray from Northeast Community Credit Union, Marcus Seacrest, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, Sean Whitnett, football coach of the Cyclones, Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals State Park. I get them all? I think I got them all. Don't forget, it's Mini Monday. Chicken Minis tonight from 5 till 7. It's going to be great. Speaking of Milligan tomorrow night, you've got the rankings route. The cross-country team, the women's cross-country, number 2 in the country, behind Taylor University out of Indiana. The guys are ranked 4th in the country. So Chris Lane's cross-country teams, we've had him on the show. We'll be back in Milligan next week. Milligan's women number 2 in the country, and Milligan's men at number 4 in the country in the latest NAI coaches poll. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll rejoin you coming up at 6:15 tonight for Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Until then, for Tommy and the folks right here, Tommy Tipton and all the great folks here at Chick-fil-A and Elizabethton will say, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching show number 2,369. Baker's watching. Hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? Saw her yesterday at the restaurant in all her pageantry and glory. So she's getting eggnog milkshake mix. Yeah. Tomorrow we're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit. Oh, can't wait. The quest for perfect barbecue tomorrow. It's going to be great. Can't wait to be there. Again, talk to Brian and the folks. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom. See, you know what? I need to show you one of these too. I can get one of these out of here real quick. Oh, Taz, he's got them all taped up for me, and I appreciate that. However, good night. Maybe I'm not going to get to it. Yeah, I am too. Oh. Just got these made. I just got them. Pretty cool. Go Cyclones. Tom Taylor Sports. For the Cyclone fans out there, that's pretty neat. I like that. Those are giveaways. So just got a new batch in. New stash. He just made them for me. Anyway, just thought I'd show you those. Got some without Go Cyclones on them. We got some that do. So there you go. It's on both sides. There you go. So, hey, back with you tomorrow. We'll see. You're actually back with you tonight, 6:15 for Cyclone Volleyball. Back with you on this show tomorrow with show number 2,370 tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit. See you back here tonight, 6:15 Cyclone Volleyball. So long from Chick-fil-A and Elizabethton, where it's Chicken Mini Monday tonight from 5 till 7. So long, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. And remember, as always, bloom where you're planted. Win or lose, be a good sport.